What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Watch Darius TV. I am back with a trailer reaction, and this is for the movie Him, coming out in September next month. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video for trailer reviews, reviews of movies, TV shows, albums, all that other stuff. So let's get straight into it, okay? So I heard about this movie a few months ago. Him. They were talking about it. I think maybe even last year. This new Marlon Wayans movie he's in. The director is Justin Tipping. I thought it was going to be a Jordan Peele movie, but he's actually just a producer in this. And this movie here, I saw like the teaser trailer of it, and it scared the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. This really took me for a loop. This movie, this teaser that they were showing, it was something I never seen before. Anybody that's seen it know it starts off like it's some type of Gatorade commercial, and then it just completely goes in a whole different direction. Um, they're comparing this movie sort of like similar to The Fan with Robert De Niro. That movie that came out in the 90s, that was a classic. Got a lot of bad reviews, but I thought the movie was really good. They're saying that this is like a sports version of like Fatal Attraction, I guess you can say. They're saying this like the guy version of Black Swan. They're using a lot of the slang terms. Like nowadays, they say "I'm him." I think that's something that Gen Z is saying. "I'm him" or "I'm her." So, some people are trying to say it's him from the Powderpuff Girls or some stuff like that. And this is pretty interesting. Just naming off some of the things that people have said about this movie online, saying that CTE, the horror movie, it goes from a Gatorade commercial to some crazy horror cult. Like I said, I think this is a really original concept that they're thinking of, which I will say I like, bringing like a horror sports movie. People are also saying it's like the male version of Substance that came out I think last year. I'm doing a review of that coming up soon too. Some people are saying that the movie Him, it stands for His Infernal Majesty, you know, or He Is Me. People are also making goofy titles saying that it's Any Given Satan, they're calling it. They're calling it Hellboy Nightlights. I've heard people refer to this movie as Friday Night Frights, Fright Night Football, the Hell Side, kind of like the Blind Side, the Hell Side, so people were saying this is like a Gatorade commercial on a bad acid trip. The Devil Wears Nike. They're just basically saying this movie is based off of Diddy because he's been getting in trouble for the last year. Me personally, I think it's like the evil version of like He Got Game, maybe Remember the Titans. But anyway, let's just get into the review. Okay, so anybody that's new to my channel, I unfortunately don't have the equipment to be able to edit clips, so I just have to basically talk about the trailer. I can't really show any scenes. So basically, starts off with this character named Cameron Cade. Cameron Cade. He's like having some type of home interview. Basically, he's about to start training with this big athlete that's played by Marlon Wayans. That's called. His name is Isaiah White, and he's said to be the next best quarterback, and his mom agrees and stuff like that. So he's all happy. He gets exposure and is going to train with Isaiah White, Marlon Wayans' character. And everything looking all upbeat. The trailer starts really joyful, upbeat, and then it just goes straight to hell, literally. Isaiah even says he's a fan of Cameron, which is pretty interesting. Cameron says that's crazy, and he says his dad also said that he worshipped Isaiah White's character growing up, and even shows young Cade saying I'm him. It's all basically, I think it was purposely set it up that way. Cameron saying, yo, that's crazy. You actually are a fan of me, which Marlon Wayans' character literally is crazy. And then saying that his dad, I guess, worshipped Isaiah White's character, was kind of interesting because, Marlon Wayans' character seems to be worshiping, I guess, the devil or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so. And, yeah, of course, young Cade's character saying I'm him, like the title of the movie, so, And then, so throughout the trailer, we have one glimpse has Cameron, like his eyes are getting bloody or something like that. He's like, since all the training that Marlon Wayans' character is putting him through is starting to seem like it's having a bad effect on him. Like I said, really similar to Black Swan. Anybody ever seen that movie? Where this thing that you're interested in is really beginning to bring out a bad side of you, it seems. So his eyes are bleeding, starting to see things. It seems like it's all happening from some type of head trauma he has from working with Marlon Wayne's crazy character. I like how they also in the trailer remix like a Tupac song, Hail Mary. That's pretty interesting. That's basically sort of like what Jordan Peele did in the movie Us, the trailer. How he sort of remixed that Five Wanted song. So I like how he did that. Isaiah wants to play again. Now, this part of the trailer really stuck out to me. Okay, so Isaiah White's character, of course, Marlon Wayne's character, he wants to play catch with Cameron Cade, with a few other players, and it seemed like Isaiah's character was like inhaling something, like he's getting high off of some type of inhaling or something like that. I don't know, maybe it's devil's lettuce, who the heck knows? But he was inhaling some stuff and wanted Isaiah to do it too. Um, so anyway, they're in the trailer. It seemed like they'd have a scene where they're playing catch, and Isaiah decides to have one player just I don't know why one player he decides to just have him stand there, and there's like this football machine where it shoots out the footballs, and he has this one guy just shoot him in the face with it with a football until basically his whole face just kind of like it turns into like bloody mashed potatoes. I don't know why would anybody have to go through that to be a football player. I don't know what that. And then Marlon Wayne's character says, "In this game, violence is rewarded, so enjoy it." So me personally, if I was there, I would have packed my bags and went back home. I don't know what that was all about. Then he screams in Cameron's face and tells him to get his stuff together. Me personally, I would have left up out of there. I would have been like, yeah, you know, football. I'm just gonna stick to just playing with my friends. Yeah, being some big football player is not in my future. If I gotta, I don't know what. That was probably the most disturbing part of this trailer is that I don't know what was the point of that. Then the scene cuts to his mom calling him up and asking him if he's okay because you know black moms they got a sense when they know when their baby is in danger and you know he's like yo mom I think something ain't right you know clearly. We see also as Isaiah's wife is played by Julia Fox from Uncut Gems. She's in this movie and she seems to want to talk Cameron into basically getting up out of here. She probably knows, yo, my husband is out of his mind and he did a lot of crazy stuff to get to where he's at. He needs to get up out of here. So even she's hinting that he should probably get up out of here. It seemed like throughout the trailer, Cameron is just completely losing it. Like I said, like the movie Black Swan, it kind of reminds me of that. That he's willing to do anything he can to get to greatness. He even sees a clone of himself. He's just completely losing his mind. It seems like he even gets hit in the back of the head by some sort of weird creature we see in the trailer. I don't know. Somebody just hit him in the head with something. And then we see he got stitches in his head. Isaiah seems to want Cameron to challenge him for his career. I guess that's the theme of this movie is that he wants Cameron, this young football player, to take his legacy from him. Like, yo, you want to be the next quarterback, you gotta take it from me, I guess. I don't know, they gotta do some weird stuff. All I know is that by the end of the trailer, there's a bunch of goats, pentagrams, and Cameron's character covered in blood, and it looks crazy, and yeah, I don't know. I will say this, I do like that this original idea. Definitely this is not gonna be for everybody. I showed one of my friends this trailer, I was like, yeah, that looks kinda insane, and you know, it's not for everybody. I'm honestly interested to see what this movie's about. That trailer was pretty wild. It still, I think that the teaser trailer was much more creepier because it was just something I've never seen before. This one, it kind of dug more into what this movie is going to be about. It seems interesting. It's definitely, like I said, original. I've never seen anything like this before. Like I said, it's kind of similar to The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves. I will say that. I kind of get that feeling from it. And you know, definitely the whole theme is, you know, what are you willing to do to sacrifice? You know, that's the whole thing. What are you willing to sacrifice for quote unquote greatness? Which is clearly this is all none of this is worth it. This is a bunch of insanity when it comes down to what Marlon Wayne's character with this boy to go through is clearly not worth it. Selling your soul for any type of fame, that is definitely not no, it's not worth it. But that's sort of the theme of what this movie's about. I'm interested in seeing it. If anybody has any comments to say about the movie, let me know. And yeah, this is pretty interesting. I can't wait to see him. It's dope movie, and yeah, this looks like it's gonna be pretty wild. So, anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and thank you for watching my review of the movie Him. Let's see what this movie's about next month. It's coming out also around football season, so yeah. Thank you for watching my video.